All right. Welcome to episode 5. How's it going? How's it going? How is your week going? Mine's going okay. It's about 7 o'clock in the PM here on June 30th. Uh, we are not in the truck. I repeat, we are not in the truck. I was pulling into my house the other day and I don't know what happened, but something really bad broke in the truck right as I was downshifting to come on in. I think it might have been the clutch or something. I don't know. I put it back in neutral, and when I pushed the clutch in, I could just feel every single part of the truck moving around on the pedal, and oh, it felt so nasty. It was not good. It's not good, and it's like 100 degrees all week, so that's a bummer. But I've been riding my bike, and it's not so bad um, so far. Shouldn't be too bad. It just kind of sucks, you know? I'm not like super engine savvy either. Like, I've changed a few things in my truck, but not as much as like what a normal guy my age should know about trucks, I think, especially after having one for so long. But what are you gonna do? It just sucks that it broke down, man. Fucking popped open that hood and I took a look around to see if I could figure out what was going on. And fucking more like hose power. I didn't see one damn horse in that thing. Also didn't see anything wrong that I could identify with my truck either. So I'm probably the wrong guy. But I gotta wait. I gotta wait a couple weeks maybe to take it into the shop. I'm just barely getting out of the hole. And you know how that is when you're getting out of the hole and you're just creeping your head out and taking a little little sip of fresh air, but maybe you're not ready to get out yet. Maybe you want to stay in the hole just a little bit longer. Or maybe, something else wants to keep you in the hole just a little bit longer. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm used to the hole. Man, the name brakes really doesn't inspire much confidence in a part that's supposed to stop your car. But who am I to say, you know? Got some coffee here. Gonna get a LaCroix in a second, maybe walk outside and smoke some ciggies. Sorry if the audio is weird in here. I don't know. Probably better than when I drive around in my truck. I just changed my schedule so that I'm not working at the pizza place as much every week. I'm uh I'm only gonna work there on Friday and Saturday mornings, I think. And then for the rest of the week, I'm gonna work at the bar I work at, but I think I get to work as like a gardener slash groundskeeper type of person on the property. So I'm gonna start doing that next week. 4th of July is coming up. 4th of fucking July. Um, Pretty sure I just had it off because I happened to have those days off this year. That was kind of cool. I was bummed too because I had to tell my boss at the pizza place that I couldn't work there as much, and it sucked. I had to tell him right after he told me that he needed to go on like a trip for work for the next week or so. So I just felt bad, like it was bad timing. But but get this shit. Like now I know I fucking went on a little bit of a rant about Fauci Gate and how none of the punks at this pizza place are really punks. And I don't know. It's just weird to me that we work at like a heavy metal rock and roll pizza place and it's actually just like the most conservative place ever, despite the fact that everybody's wearing fucking the most dilapidated clothing they can get their hands on, or straight up dresses and combat boots, which is all cool. I don't give a shit. But I don't know, we still have to wear masks still, and with no sign of that going away anytime soon. We still haven't opened up, so I don't make any tips. I'm pretty sure they don't do cash, so I don't know. You don't make as good of tips if you don't do cash, bro. That's just that's just pizza 101, you know. But it's kind of funny, like, because the company is from Portland, and I'm sure they got a bunch of like Antifa witches working up there. But we have to follow all the rules based on how they make them, and then so they get to make the rules for us, but then they need our manager to come back up there for a week and show their new store and like their old store how we do things because we apparently do things a little better or something. But I don't know, I just thought that was a trip. Like pizza place from Portland opens downtown location in Reno, Nevada, hires management from out of town, needs management to then travel to Portland, which is the home base, to show them how to do things. It just seems like a fucking big old, big old pile of fuckery to me. But uh, on the other hand, too, I'm stoked for my buddy, who's the guy who gets to go on the trip because probably makes him look hella good, and he gets to put his 2 cents in about how they do shit, which will probably be tight for them because he does things pretty good. Didn't have my back during Fauci Gate, but you know, I kind of backed him into a weird corner on that one. Um, oh my god, I just realized I don't even know if this is recording. I'm gonna fucking kill myself if this isn't recording. Okay. Alright, good. It looks good. Jesus. Man, that used to happen to me all the time when I was recording guitar stuff in my room. Be laying down a little nasty lick, and playing it like pretty good, and then you look down and you didn't even hit record, or you hit play, but you didn't hit record, so you're playing with everything, but it's not recording, and that's a fucking nightmare. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so my homie, who's the manager, he is going on that trip to go show them how to make pizza the right way. And I don't know, I kind of felt bad just because I know he wanted to like leave the store in as competent hands as possible, and we just like hired new people. So that kind of stinks, but whatever. That's a good way to learn too. Forged in the fire. Like, those kids are soft. For reals. One of them walked past me the other day and tried to like kind of clown on me because it was super quiet back there in the space that I work in. Which it's just quiet because my fucking, good God, my fucking phone does not hook up to this, doesn't hook up to this Bluetooth speaker that's back there, and everybody just thinks I don't know how technology works and that I can't figure it out. But if, I mean, my boss believes me because I've shown it to him and just been like, you do it then. And he was like, wow, it really doesn't work on here. But I don't know. Lately, people, at least once a shift, somebody will be like, there's a speaker back here. And now I just tell people thank you. I'm just like, thank you. Appreciate it. But, secretly I have my headphones in anyways, and my hair is just covering it up. And I can't really hear anything anyways, because I'm listening to like someone scream at me on a podcast or something. But, so this dude walks by, and I don't know this person at all, but they are like pretty, pretty loud with their style and everything, and in my opinion, comes off as like kind of a train hopper anarchist, like bicycle punk, kind of like a modern day Rufio style, type of person. Um, Man, that would be fucking badass if the anarchy punk kids started rocking longboards with sails on them, like Rufio. I'd be into that. But anyway, this kid, he tried to clown on me a little bit and like comment about how quiet the room was, which I totally respect actually. Like, that's just a good way to, I don't know, break the ice and stuff. And I don't know, I'm a big boy too. I can handle it. Like, you can make fun of me for working in silence, but he like walks past and goes, "Oh, it's really lively in here, isn't it?" And I barely heard what he was saying and was like pulling one of my headphones out to like hear what he was saying. And I asked him to repeat himself, and he said it like the exact same way again. And I was just like, "Oh, yeah." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry if that was like offensive or whatever." And I was just like, "God damn it, bro! God damn it! You're gonna fucking apologize right now for not even a good joke that wasn't good or hurtful? That's so fucking annoying. Super fucking, I don't know. That's just a weird read. It's hard, it's hard to like, decide how much I'm gonna fuck with you now. I feel like a lot. I was gonna start hiding like spooky notes in his tip folder, but I don't know. With this crowd, I could see them having me, like, they'll call the cops. They're fucking cop collars. Man, I was thinking though, I don't know. He kind of comes off as like, could be a serial killer, maybe even like a vegan serial killer. Wow. The wind is blowing really bad out here, which I'm sure is super annoying on the recording. But my cat is like zipping around back and forth like she's dodging meteorites or something. It's funny. Yeah, but anyway. This kid might be a serial killer, like a vegan serial killer, which my job is actually the perfect practice for, I think. Like making pizza dough, that is the perfect workout for an aspiring serial killer who's vegan. Like the whole process. You gotta like lift these 100-pound bags of flour that is like all dead weight and floppy, and you gotta like grow and feed the dough in a fucking big vat, and then torture it for a while with the mixer, which is tight. You just get to turn on this big mechanical spinny boy, and it like really tears that ass up, you know? And then eventually you pull it out and you like chop it all up and put it into bags, which is just excellent practice for being a fucking future freak meat. And then at the very end of the whole process, it's like this thing ends up going into an oven and then into a box and smothered in like red sauce, you know? I'm just saying, if you were trying to like not harm any other animals, but also were planning on killing and torturing humans, making pizza dough might be the perfect job for you to get those like those forearm muscles and shit that you might be lacking on. Like, do you even think a vegan serial killer would be interesting? I don't. They'd probably get caught for like telling too many people that they were vegan, and that being like part of their serial killer rampage. But, or you know, that was a hack joke, but probably true. But they wouldn't be very interesting. They'd pretty much be the same as like all the other serial killers, like living at their mom's house, probably has like a snake, uh, yeah, like a snake or some ferrets, or probably like two ferrets and a snake, or maybe a rat. That's not part of the rats that he feeds the snakes. Yeah, they're probably just like normal serial killers, like stalking coworkers and ex-girlfriends, probably not even gonna kill anyone out of like vegan virtue or anything either. They probably just end up killing like the cute trashy girl at Taco Bell. And if I was that girl, which I'm glad I'm not, but I'm just saying if I was her and I was gonna get killed by a serial killer and I had my choice of whether or not it could be uh like a vegan person or an omnivorous person, I think I would pass on the vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna get roped into like a long term hostage situation, gotta get out of this fucking pen. But yeah, if I'm gonna get roped into like a super long term hostage situation, I'd way rather not be with a vegan. Just strictly because the menu might be a little bit bigger. You know, like you're not gonna get good food when you're not gonna get good food when you're a prisoner of a serial killer. Probably either way, but I bet it's a little bit better if it's not the vegan. you know, or it might be just like a little better on Tuesday. Like on Tuesday, he bring like the fucking he's got to go outside and creep on the kids who go out to the ice cream truck. So he goes out to the ice cream truck, but then he's got to buy something because he doesn't want to look like a creep for just hanging around the kids every time. But it's creepy anyways, he thinks it's not if he buys something. So he buys like probably like a Choco Taco. What would a serial killer get at the ice cream truck from the basic ice creams? He'd probably get like the banana chocolate rocket pop or just like I don't know, fucking he'd probably get the popsicle that was made out of warheads because it's a little bit torturous and like painful, and he wants to feel something when he eats his ice cream. But that dude probably doesn't even like the fucking ice cream truck selection, to be honest. He probably goes straight to the grocery store and gets like 2 half gallons of something that he mixes together and is like, that's how you do it. That's how you ice cream. But yeah, so if I was the girl from Taco Bell, there's a small chance. Oh man, he would get you the Choco Taco because you work at Taco Bell, and that's what he would get you. Yeah. Oh well, that'd be better than whatever the fucking vegan person was bringing you on Wednesday for sure. So, so yeah, the menu might be a little bit better in a long term, like prisoner situation where you're chained into a radiator in a basement surrounded by fucking mattresses and scratch marks. But B, even if it wasn't like a long term hostage situation, I think I'd still want to pass on the vegan serial killer. Just because, like, if I was gonna get strangled, if they were gonna get me just real quick and put their fucking mitts on my neck and just, strangle the shit out of me, like, I'd rather it not be a vegan just because I'd want it to be somebody who had, like, a lot of protein in their diet and could just, I don't want to sit there forever and get strangled and, like, I hate when people sing at you and then make eye contact with you while they're singing. Like, I think that's one of the most uncomfortable things you can do to another person. But I imagine a close second is getting strangled by a weak person who's just like squeezing your neck, but it's taking fucking forever. And you're like staring at them and they're getting mad because you're staring at them and you're getting bored and like, I don't know. I imagine it's very, very fucking awkward place to put yourself in for sure. But yeah, I think vegan serial killer would just be pretty much the same as a normal serial killer, just a little skinnier. Maybe with like a belly, but like really skinny arms. Um, so if you have allergies, God or Gaia or Allah or Mother Nature or the Matrix or whatever you believe in, like whoever's in charge of all this shit, if you have allergies, like they don't like you and they want you off the board game for sure. Like for sure, for sure. Allergies is just no good, no good, no good. Nature wants you dead or God wants you dead. It basically proves that God wants you dead. Like food, and people would try to be like, oh, it's just this food or these nuts or whatever. And it's usually like the most super foody type of things. It's like pineapple and like peanuts and shit like this. So if you're allergic to food, you're out. God wants you fucking dead. Seasons, like if you can't survive the year and the weather changing, like just on a I can't breathe because the weather changed or because these trees are blooming or some shit. God wants you dead. You got to go. You're on the heap. You're on the heap with the rest of them, dude. And then the next category is pretty sad, but like drugs. A lot of people are allergic to drugs, and it's like God definitely wants you dead on that one for sure. Because drugs either just make you feel better or make you think crazy and feel great. You know what I mean? They either make you feel from go from feeling really shitty to better, or from feeling normal to way better. And then eventually, you take enough of them to where when you go back to normal, you feel really shitty. And that's called addiction. And I'm not trying to go on a whole rant about addiction. I'm trying to tell you that if you're allergic to drugs, God hates you and wants you dead. Um, and then the last category, this one actually already goes without saying. Um, and this is the four big categories in my opinion too. I don't really know of anything else you can be allergic to. I mean, I had a cousin who was allergic to metal, which I thought was weird. But I fucking heard that bitch listening to Metallica one time and she looked fine. Like totally fine. So I don't know if I believe that shit. Um, but all right, category 4 is gonna be pets. And that's a no-brainer. Like, and that this works both ways too. Like, first of all, God just already hates people with pets. Like you suck. You're a burden on the rest of society, and you make your whole pet shit everybody else's shit, and it's also the excuse why you can or can't do everything in your life. And everybody thinks their pets are awesome when they're really fucking annoying and gross and they suck. And so, yeah, God hates you too. Even people who aren't allergic to pets, like you fall into that category. People who are allergic to pets, like God wants you dead. Even if you don't like pets, like that's not so bad as having pets and being allergic to them. But just having allergies to something like a cat, which has like been around humans for I don't know, fucking thousands of years now or something, millions of years probably. It's like you gotta go. Your sniffer is taking a long time to load up, bro. It's got the pinwheel of death. So yeah, God wants all those people dead. If you're allergic to food, the weather, drugs, or animals, like um, bye. You gotta go. You suck. And also, just as a little side note here, God, not only God, but or Mother Nature or whatever we're calling this thing, but me personally, I want you dead if you are the type of person that lies about having allergies. Because first of all, having allergies is like the most boring fucking thing ever you could tell someone about yourself. It's really just you telling them some things that are gonna fuck up some plans in the future, like you all sharing Thai food family style or something. So if you're the type of person that fakes being like that just for attention, you're less than nothing and you gotta go. I hate you and I hope you develop some severe allergies later on in life that kill you. Because if they don't, I'm going to. Okay. What else did I have on my list of stuff to talk about today? Ooh, okay. This one's weird. What about couples that look alike? Like, And this is kind of a loaded question, but you know what I'm talking about. Like when, all right, I guess there's I guess we should differentiate here before we get going too, because there's two different types of couples that look alike that I want to talk about. There's like people who are in their like late 60s or higher and have been married for like 30 years together or more, or probably met in like high school and like, you know, bought a house to, did the whole American ass thing together. And those couples look a lot alike as they get older. But that makes like pretty good sense to me. Like that's category one is like old couples that have been together for a long time and start to turn into each other. And then category two is gonna be like freaky young couples who are really like um what's like a polite way to put this? Like I feel like they're like the subgenres of people kind of. they're like they're like, I identify as like this specific little avenue and then this left turn and then I don't know, I also like go to raves and do this, but I'm like really into poli sci and fucking blah blah blah. They're just like very specific people. And then these people are like young couples who somehow find somebody just as specific as them, who weirdly they look related or something, or kind of like twins, um, like right off the bat, like right when these couples meet, they already look like each other and behave like each other. So those are the two categories that I'm curious about, or that I was like, I don't know what popped this into my head, but I wrote down look-alike couples, and then I started just like trying to subcategorize everything and like figure it out. Um, okay, so like the outfits. I feel like the outfits get with the old couples, like I feel like time forges them into each other, into looking just like one another. Where like they've been driving in the same car together for fucking 20 years. They've been sleeping in the same bed together. They walk down the same hallways, take the same shower. So I feel like, like time forges old couples into looking just like each other. And then they hit a certain age where like all the hair goes white and starts getting real short, and they get matching lazy boy recliners, his and hers, and then pretty much all of their clothing is like interchangeable. Like they just have one wardrobe, and nobody knows whose shirt is whose anymore. They fit the same, they look the same naked, you know. But I feel like that's kind of like the romantic version of this, and like they'll do something sweet when they're really old, like by matching, uh, I don't know, matching motorcycles or like lawnmowers or some shit, or like they'll buy matching dogs, you know. Whereas like the younger couples, I don't know. I feel like the older couples for sure end up looking just like each other, but they definitely didn't look like twins when they met each other in their like youth. Like they probably look, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't look related, or like they were from the exact same table. And I feel like the younger couples nowadays, the ones that have this same twin effect. Like I feel like they must pick each other based on the mirror thing. Like I think there's way more of like a narcissistic, like I want to hate fuck myself thing going on with the younger couples nowadays. I don't know. And they'll do like some similar things for sure. Like but they live different lives, so it's weird that they have like the exact same frame and hair and everything already before they even meet, you know? And but their outfits are all interchangeable also because they wear the same things. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of romantic, but uh I don't know. I feel like the couples I'm talking about too probably like really like the show Friends and like watching it together and just rewatching it forever. Um, and the young couples will have like they'll have like matching backpacks and bikes, like bicycles. And I think that's like a red flag for some reason. I don't know why. Just like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. But you ever notice that? Like the couple, I feel like I always have an observation like this in one episode where I'm just like, oh, your car needs to be like 101 Dalmatians and match your body or something. But I don't know. That's just weird. That's something I noticed. Like, it work because even for the young couples nowadays too, it'll be like two extremely buff people who just like I don't know. They look like they're just like hunting together when they go out together. Like I don't know. It's kind of cool. Or like two emaciated punks where they both have the same buzzed hair and like you can't even tell who's who. They both have like a bird shit gray dilapidated outfit on, even though they fucking both have a computer job at the same place or something. Fucking, I don't know. It's just weird and interesting. I was wondering if anybody else notices it. I remember for a minute at the coffee shop I was working at, there was like five couples that all looked related, like straight up brother and sister. And it was getting creepy for a second. Maybe I don't know. I want to say I brought it up to all of them too. Maybe that's why none of those couples are together anymore. Or maybe they are. I don't fucking know. I'll talk to other people. Psychopaths. Ah, man. Um, yeah. The buff couple, man. The hunting buff couple. Looking for weakness. Always under their breath screaming, let's go. I feel like you should only be allowed to get as buff as your genitalia can be in proportion to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should only, I don't know. I'm not saying you shouldn't be in good shape, but I'm just saying that, like, the amount of super swole you can get should be a little dictated by how much you can back it up. Like, I don't know. I feel like the world's strongest man should have the world's strongest dick, type of thing. Or, what's the point if it's not like that? Because then it's like you have a Hummer, you're driving around in an H3, but it actually has no roll cage in it and will crumble the first time you crash, and also has a bad stereo. So you're driving around this big badass shit and it doesn't even bump. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with a fucking big dude with a small peen, man. That's like that's like one of those stereotypes that is unfortunately true a lot of the time too. Is the like the huge, or at least it is here where I live, where like the dudes with the hugest tools, like the biggest trucks that are like lifted and fucking super attention grabby, they always get out and the dudes are like, I don't know, 5 foot 5, 5 foot 7 usually. It's just weird. I don't know. They look especially small next to their giant trucks, which is the part that I think most women and like jealous guys like me think is funny. It's just like, oh man, you just really throwing a lot of emphasis onto this, aren't you? But whatever. It's unfortunately true, you know. Most stereotypes are pretty true, to be honest. That's why they're usually funny when somebody brings them up. Um, but yeah, nobody wants like a fucking big old ripped ass fucking minotaur of a man with a little shuttlecock, you know? Nobody wants that. A Google search of the word shuttlecock will yield some surprisingly tame results if anyone's interested. Um, man, I was thinking like we should kill all the animals on the planet that don't blink. Like all the non-blinkers, they gotta go. Got to go. They can, those, like, along with killing, um, you know, the homeless people and people with allergies, I think, um, the next group that's gotta go is, the non-blinking group. Because I was just thinking about it and just hear me out, listen to this. I made just a tiny list of creatures that don't blink. Snakes, sharks, and spiders. That's all you should need right there. That should be the end of the list right there. Those are the three big ones right there. If you did a Family Feud thing of creatures people are afraid of, those are the top three ding dings. Ding ding dings right there. And then, the list goes on. It's like fish, lizards, fucking insects, children. It's, pretty basic shit. But I'm just saying, um, I don't know if there's a way we could harness cats to kill these creatures for us because um, house cats are the most successful murderers on the planet besides humans. Like like the kill ratio, they have the highest kill ratio of any mammal, including like wolves, fucking snakes, praying mantises, all that shit. Like house cats, out of all the animals that kill things, like so when something tries to kill something, out of all the times something tries to kill something, man, a house cat does it the most. Like misses the fewest times. And you know what cat spells backwards? It spells stack, son. And that's exactly what they do. They just fucking stack, baby. They figured it out a long time ago. They get that food, they get that ching ching ching, snack time, boom. Free massage after that, maybe a little bit of water, go take up fucking 60% of a queen size mattress, you know? That's what cats do, baby. They stack. And people trying to control them, I was in the grocery store and I saw this vegetarian or like no meat product cat food. And I was just like, well, there you have it right there, man. There's your vegan serial killer. The fucking cat that doesn't even eat meat that has the most successful fucking kill ratio in nature, baby. A vegan serial killer. Bye bye.